privacy, I'll keep it hush, hush. I'll stay down low for you. I like when it's just you and me, I'll keep it hush, 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 baby. I know you love your... Hey guys, it's Courtney
and Lex,
and you're listening to The Pleasure Is All Yours. We are here to encourage sexual liberation in the Black and queer community. This is supposed to be a space where us queer, femme, Black people can all talk and share experiences and learn from each other and really just understand that the pleasure is
all yours.
It's all ours, you know?
That's it.
Yeah. So, we always start our little episodes with just a catch up of our week. Lex, so how are you?
I'm good. My week was good. I'm good. I've been trying to figure out all day, like, if I'm tired. But I think I'm tired because, bitch, I've been doing a lot.
Bitch, you've been ripping and running, up and moving.
Just kids, you know, my nieces and my nephew and, you know, some of my family are living in my house currently. So it's just like navigating a personal life, but still also having children in the house. And also just overstimulation because there are children in the house. Mm-hmm. But I love having them there because I love them and I miss them so much. Aww. And I can like always keep my eyes on them.
That's true. I know they love having you around. I see you doing lots of DIY projects in the kitchen.
Yeah. Every time I walk in the door, auntie, can we, remember when you said... It's just back to back to back to back.
It's nice to feel wanted, though.
Honestly, and I love them so much. And they're so cute. You know, one of them, the middle one, she talks, but, you know, she has that little kid where the Y's are W's and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, so many things are W's instead. So you just hear her across the house just, Auntie Wex. And I'm like... Yes, baby. Just like, and she starts talking and you can't understand what she's saying, but I'm like, oh my God, that's
so interesting.
Wow.
It's the most interesting thing.
And then she'll just keep talking and moving her arms, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell are you saying, girl.
Yes,
but
girl. One day it's really gonna make sense.
Yes.
But you know what you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about, and I'm here to support you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Mm-hmm. I also got to beat someone up this week, which was very, very fun.
Okay.
That was very fun. So this, like, it's always interesting meeting people that are, like, in the lifestyle, like, 24/7, you know? Mm-hmm. And she has, like, a dom-sub relationship, and they do this, like, all the time. And, like, I've like hung out with her before and I've like flogged her before, you know, and messed around a bit. And, you know, she was like, this was fun. I loved it. And so her dom was like, you should ask Lex to like full dom you. You should ask her to do that.
Wow. And
she sent me screenshots of the text, and I was like, I'm not doing shit tonight.
Like, come on up. So you went to their house? Or?
Yeah, I went to their house, which is so nice. Like, so nice and such a vibe, and like the perfect maximalist like style. And they had like a nice green accent wall with a bunch of stuff on it. There's like lights and stuff everywhere. It was super cute. It was a mood in there.
Okay.
And they ordered food, and we had smoke, and we had expensive wine, and I had an amaretto sour out of this cute ass pink Barbie martini glass. I have to find black versions of that for you, because I literally was holding it and I was like, no, this is fab.
This is so cute.
Yeah.
Was it like the metal color or like what?
No, it was see-through. It was like a plasticky, it was glass, but you know the Barbie cups? It was like that.
That's awesome.
It was so fucking cute. And then there was a puppy there. There were 2 dogs there, but there was a corgi puppy there. And a very nice old lady named Joplin, as in Janice.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I had like my flogger. I brought my paddles. I brought some other stuff, but I ended up just using things that I knew that she would enjoy. And like, you know, I'm so used to people being like, hit me, but not being like, hit me.
Yeah.
So she's like, hit me, bitch.
Okay.
So like, for the first round, I was just hitting it, and like afterwards when we like took a break, she was like, you could hit me harder than that. And I was like, I just want to, like, you're asking me for that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you that to you. I literally
She's really big on impact.
Yeah, and I literally said, I'm going to give you exactly what you deserve. And she was like,
ooh.
Yeah.
Reparations.
So it was really fun. It was really fun. I was there for a lot longer than I thought I was going to be.
Okay.
But
what did she call you? What did you make her call
Mistress.
you? Ooh, Mistress Lex or just Mistress?
Just
like,
Mistress.
So like, yes, Mistress.
Yeah.
No, Mistress.
Yeah, thank you, Mistress.
Thank you, Mistress.
Yes,
Every
that's
time
good.
that you hit her, is that what she had to say, or what?
Sometimes when I hit her and it was a really good one, I would say, what do you say?
Mm-hmm.
And she'd say, thank you, Mistress.
Oh, wow.
Or if she would have an orgasm, I would definitely say, what do you say? Or she just would say, thank you.
Oh, wow.
So.
What were you doing to give her an orgasm?
Like, just fingers and, like.
Yeah.
It didn't take much of anything.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It didn't take much of anything. I literally would, like, rub just a little.
Yeah.
Like, just a little, and boom.
Was this after, like, a lot of impact play
Yeah.
and, like, a lot of build-up and everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Were you, like, hitting any... What were the crazy areas you were hitting that she wanted you to hit?
I wasn't hitting anywhere in particular. Like, she really just wanted a good old spanking on the ass.
Okay.
Which is my favorite, you know? And she has such... Like, she's a white woman, so she turned red, which is, for my visual, fantastic.
Yeah.
You know? But I also use my hands to spank, too, which is, like, a favorite of mine.
Okay.
Because I like the sound and I like the feel of it on my hands. And, like, if you cup your hands just right while you're doing it, it's, like, the perfect impact, you know?
Okay.
Ugh. So yeah, there's that. There's that. It was really fun, but I really she really likes my flogger that I have, my fancy one. She really likes that one, so that's what we played with a lot of the time. But, bitch, and I know you don't like this, but you know my electricity wand.
Yeah.
She really likes that one. So I brought that with me, and it was just really nice because you know, the lights were low, and it's called the neon wand. One reason because, like, you can see it's like a neon orange color that comes out of the glass attachment that's on there. But I was, like, you know, running it on her legs and stuff, but I did a test run, like, on her pussy lips, and she was like, no, that feels great. Like,
really?
That was really good. And so I was watching, my favorites were when I was watching the current come off the glass, and every now and then the current would shoot and hit her in the clit, and she'd, like, and there was once where it hit her, and she, like, just fucking, like, came just everywhere and was like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
It was such a good visual for me because I'm such a visual person. So, yeah, it was really fun. And then afterwards we smoked again, and she was like, oh my God, my ass is so red. And I was like, yeah. And then she texted me the next morning, and, like, she had bruises on her because I was hitting her,
giving her what she wanted.
I was giving her exactly what she deserved, as I said.
Okay.
And yeah, and then she sent me a picture today, and I was like, because they got darker.
Yeah, I'm sure it was sore too. Like,
yeah, she
it
said,
hurts to sit and everything.
She was like, I sit down, and I
That's
was like,
a good reminder.
Yeah, but I was like, you know, the caring person in me wants to make sure, like, you're good.
Yeah.
And she was like, I love that about you, but I promise I'm good. She's like, I had a great time. You did exactly what I needed you to do. And I was like,
that's
cool.
Awesome. That is
another
so cool.
job well done, Lex.
So I'm glad that you get to, like, really step into this power, you know? That's
you know, and you know, I like to inflict some pain here and there.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Not me, not really. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the person. I think I like it's like slapping, like, people's faces just a little bit, just like a little, like.
You like choking people too.
Yeah, I do. I think it's more of a habit, though.
Yeah, because you say anything crazy to her too, she's like, choke.
Oh my God, I do that. I realized that recently that I've been doing that.
You just did that to me the other day.
I know. Oh, I know. I did it last night.
Yeah.
I like shoved you up against the wall.
Yeah, like it was like, hey, come and talk to me for a minute. Except she had her hand around my throat and led me into a counter.
I was drunk.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm kind of like jealous because I want like a more professional dom experience. I think I'm jealous of her, but I'm also jealous of you that you get to, like, kind of live out those kind of fantasies. I don't particularly have them, but at the same time, think that'd be pretty cool.
It was very fun.
I think that I overthink things though, so I like being a dom and having all that power and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be a pod if somebody didn't call.
Having all of that power in like your hands, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot. Like to think about what to do next and like make sure that person you're doing everything that person wants you to do and that, you know, they're enjoying themselves. Like what goes through your mind when you're doing it? Like when you're hitting, are you like, okay, well now I want to move on to something else? Or like, are you really just feeling through how they're reacting to you and like what they're wanting from you?
I mean, I think it's knowing what they want, but also me wanting to have what I want. And I said, I like the visual, but I am also a sound person. So I do really love like impact play because it just sounds so good to me.
Okay.
I'm not really thinking about anything in particular. Since we talk about boundaries and stuff before, my main concern is to do like a good amount of impact versus like soothing. So not just like, I'm not just hitting the fuck out of you. Like she didn't just get the bruises because I was just fucking hitting the fuck out of her. It was definitely like smacks and like, you know, a few bites here and there's some scratches, you know, just something that gave you another sensation. And like my flogger, I wasn't always like smacking her with it. Sometimes I would just like let it thud on her back and then like, you know, rub it, like run it down her back or something, you know. But
just lots of sensations.
Lots of sensations, absolutely.
Okay.
And that was really it. Oh, she has this thing that I'm gonna get because it's great. It's like it was like it was like a cloth tarp, and she saw it on TikTok, and she said someone took a gallon of water and just poured it on their bed, and then just let it sit there, and then they lifted it up and it just went on the floor. And she had one of those, and so we used it because she is a gusher.
Yeah.
And I was like, Courtney, we have to get one of these.
Oh my God, we need one of those.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
an investment.
Yeah. And it was really soft too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's important. Yeah, I didn't, because that feeling of like that tarp or something.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
But
like,
it was, yeah. And she just washed it in her regular washer.
Okay,
dryer.
that's dope. My last question is, what did you wear?
Nothing.
You just wore like a jacket.
Oh,
there.
I just wore my usual clothes there since I also know her personally.
Okay.
So I wore my regular clothes there, but I wore something cute. I wore like a black tube top and some jean shorts because it was warm that day. Ooh. And then I had like a jean jacket on. It was cute.
I like that.
Yeah, and some hoops, obviously.
Okay, really completes the look.
It really completes the look. And then those pink slides that I got.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
How are you, Corey? What's up?
I'm pretty good. I'm like you. I'm really just like staying busy. I've done a lot this week. I need to sit my ass down. I can't wait till we're done. We're gonna smoke and then go check and see if my items are at the club, because that is where I lost them last night. Yeah. All of my items. So yeah, anyway, I've just been busy, and that's cool. I've been enjoying my time with Gap 2 Shorty. It is, yeah, we're hanging out a lot, and definitely not like, we're not, you know, long-term or monogamous or anything like that, but it's definitely like really fun to just like hang out with somebody new. And Lex met them last night, kind of. Yeah. For a little bit, but it's been a good week. It has been a good week. I've been getting fucked. Okay, I feel like my dick taking skills are just increasing every time, and I fucking love it. Some really interesting things happened today that I'm personally happy about, but you know, I'm feeling good. I don't know what else to say about it because I sometimes just don't know what to say about it, if that makes sense. But I'll kind of talk about it later, because today, for our pleasure principle, we are talking about love. Like, you know, it's Valentine's Day. I guess when this episode comes out, it'll be the day after Valentine's Day. Yeah. But Valentine's Day should be 365, babies. So you can listen to this epi, and we're just going to kind of talk about, like, the process of falling in love, what that looks like, the process of not falling out of love, but like communicating about where you're at when you're falling in love, like with your partner. Yeah. Which I think is interesting, you know, considering, you know, we both have some, I feel like, situations that require a lot of communicating through. Yeah. So I thought we could like discuss those a little bit later. But first, of course, we have a fun fact. Today, I was very happy to be able to provide you guys with a fun fact because usually I don't be putting them in my outline. But this one today is also about love. Oh, okay. One moment. There you go. And it's about heart rates and synchronizing up with your partner. So when you and your spouse or your partner gaze into one another's eyes, what's happening behind the scenes is that your heart rates are syncing up. According to research from scientists at the University of California, when they analyzed 32 couples who sat facing one another for 3 minutes, the researchers found that their heart rates were nearly identical and that they speculate this occurred because of the strong link between partners on both an emotional and physical level. When you feel comfortable and safe with that person, you know, you kind of like match your breathing. You know, you're cuddling and like you kind of you kind of like match the rhythms a little bit. I think that's beautiful.
I like it when people breathe at the same pace as me and not faster than me or slower than me, because then like I can sync up with you without feeling like I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, definitely. So if they are breathing faster than you, you're like, ugh, this is just.
I'm just not syncing up with you, babe.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to take a step back.
You're gonna breathe on your pace, and I'm gonna breathe on mine.
But that's not to say like if you and your partner don't have identical heart rates that you are a perfect match.
I wonder if they did that study on strangers too.
That would be a good control group to figure out, because if you could just stare into anybody's eyes for 3 minutes and your heart rates are synchronized, like that would, you know,
it would make sense on why, like, no, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna stay with that thought. I guess that would make sense that why, like, some schizophrenic people, they're like, when I look at people, I feel like we transfer bodies.
Really?
I've heard,
Oh, that's horrifying.
I've heard that from like a few. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you should guys try it out with your partners, look at each other for 3 minutes, and then check each other's heart rates and see if they're nearly identical. Yeah. And then maybe you'd be a perfect match.
Put your fingers on your pulse point.
Exactly. Thanks for the tutorial, boo.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Yeah. So we are talking about love today on this episode. And whether romantic, platonic, familial, love, I would say, is probably the strongest emotion that a human can feel. You know, it's very intense. And it allows us to be empathetic and selfless. And I think that it promotes a community. That's what I wrote. Because it's like, if you want to build a relationship with a person, and then that relationship becomes a relationship with other people and their people. That's true, and like, you know, that's how you create a network of people that you can feel safe and comforted and supported by. So love is really important. I think there's really an absence of love in the world in general, but like especially in our like smaller communities, and that's why it doesn't feel like a community anymore. Like, you know,
so cliquey.
Yeah, like cliques and communities is very different. Yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to mostly just talk about platonic and romantic love today. Mm-hmm. Familial love that's really a whole nother episode. Anyway, so platonic love is the love between friends, mentors, really anybody that you're not trying to have a intimate relationship with or have sex with. And I just wanted to talk about how you show love to your friends. Like, what does love between two friends look like for you, Lex?
For me, it's like text checking in. Hey, I made dinner. Do you want me to bring you something, or do you want to come over? Being consistent and like being there for them. Holding myself accountable when I fuck shit up. Also be willing to hear when I am fucking shit up. And I think just really like trying to give them things and feelings and experiences that they haven't had, but that I know they deserve.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. that's definitely how I feel loved by you.
Good.
Yes, all of those things. I agree. Obviously, with all of them, I would say, just like making sure, like we're checking in, like as far as how we are doing as friends. Mm-hmm. I feel like this past year I've had to do that a lot, and it's been very like positive. Yeah. You know, like I don't think I've talked to any one of my close friends and that I've had to have that conversation with. Like I think we had it. I had it with my roommate and my other friend. And all of them, like, we are just in a better space than I think we were before that conversation. So being able to be honest with each other and understand that as we grow, like, we're different people, you know? Like, the relationship I have with my friends of 13 years ago is different now because we are whole adults. You know, you knew me as a child, and, like, so you might have this idea of me, but here I am communicating and telling you now I'm a different person. Yeah. And, like, for you to still love me and, you know, want me to win the same way that you did when we were 12. It's a really beautiful thing, you know?
I do love that about you and your other friends.
Yeah, I have a lot of long-term friends.
Yeah.
I hope that, I mean, they will. I feel like they can't go anywhere. Yeah. They know too much. As, you know, those old birthday cards used to say was like, oh, if you can't ever stop being my friend because you know all my secrets. And then it's like a picture with somebody with a
Courtney's serious. She said, I'm putting you in a fucking body bag, bitch.
Listen, I'm so sorry. But
to you and your family, but you have to die.
Sorry to this man.
I killed this man.
But also in the realm of platonic love, I put queer relationships and friends with benefits. Yeah. Queer friendship relationships. Yeah. How do you think that differs? Like, then I would say like the average heterosexual like relationship between friends.
I think it's different because even when you said platonic, when you were like people you aren't trying to be intimate with, I was like, that is very gray for me because I feel like my platonic friends, I should still be able to like be intimate with them without it being like an issue. But that also falls to like queer friendships and things like that because a lot of gays, especially groups of gays, have definitely either have current friends with benefits within their friend group or have in the past had like something with someone in the group, or it's like, oh, we're bringing these new people in, and then now it's like, oh shit, I'm attracted to these people, you know? Like, I feel like in queer friend groups it's a little different, and for queer people it's a little different just because like for some of us, and I'm not saying for all of us, but I think for some of us sex really isn't that big of a deal. And I think like, at least for me, I know that no one's gonna like care for me and be there for me the way that my friends do, and I would much rather like be cared for and like, you know, have orgasms with someone and these new like crazy, not even new sexual experiences, just like nice, intimate and solid, like that feeling you get like when you have like a romantic partner for a long time, the familiarity,
the safety.
I like being able to have that anytime, and that is usually one thing I get from my queer friends because I be throwing parties and I'm like, oh dang, I slept with a lot of people in this room.
Oh my god, like, that happened last night.
3 out of 7, bitch, and I was one of the 7, so that's half the people in the room.
You know what? It is what it is. How are we defining intimate, like intimacy and intimate? Like when you are using that term, are we talking about like intimate, like sexually only? Or are we also talking about like intimate, like emotionally vulnerable and like do you know what I mean?
Both. I mean both. Yeah. I feel like we're like, you and I have been very vulnerable with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially when we're drunk
or on other things.
Yeah, absolutely. Me and Courtney will have a heart-to-heart for 5 hours and then we won't have another one until we have another one. And then it's like, you know, bitch, I've actually been meaning to tell you that.
Okay, but also I feel like we've gotten better about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely, very. But I do think that is very hilarious.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
But yeah,
it's pretty funny. And then friends with benefits, like, and that, I mean, like queer relationships, hetero, doesn't matter. Like, where does that line fall? Like, because it's not a romantic relationship.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that a platonic one though either.
Okay, because it's not love.
No,
there's not a lot of vulnerability there unless like, would you and Red is that a friends with benefits, or is that like a is that what is? I hate to That's
what
a lot.
are we?
That's a really heavy. Never mind.
No, it's okay. I'll answer it. I don't like, because when I think friends with benefits, I'm like, you still should be friends with your friends with benefits, you know? So I think I don't want to call us that though, because that seems like too simple.
Yeah. For
like how much time we spend together and like, you know, just how we chill. But I also wouldn't call it a situationship because it's very clear what it is.
Yeah.
There's no situation there. Like, you know, like a situationship is what you and your nigga, your baby daddy got. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Keep that over there.
I don't know them niggas over there.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I would if I could like a platonically romantic relationship is probably what I would call it.
Okay.
Because it's like we have conversations and we'll lay and we cuddle and we like talk and everything, but yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
platonically romantic relationship. Yeah. Look at you.
Because like we're romantic, but like we're not together.
Yeah, we're not together. Yeah, that's clear.
But we're romantic. We go on dates and shit.
Yeah.
We like to get each other shit.
Yeah, we like to spend the days
she just
together.
got me these really cute shoes.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah,
so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell her, like, is that you're like, oh, these are so cute? Like you mentioned it in passing.
She actually texted me one day out of the blue and was like, "You should make a wish list of things you want and send it to me."
Wow. Not you getting tricked out by a younger shorty.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a little surreal sometimes.
Oof, I like it.
I like it.
You deserve to be spoiled, like you said. That's what you wanted.
I like her a lot.
Wow, what if she gets you these Renaissance tickets tomorrow and she's like, don't even get me back? I would actually kill you, I think. I really would.
Oh my God.
But then I wouldn't be able to go to the Renaissance concert with you.
Yeah, and then what? You'd have to take like my pinky. You'd have to cut my pinky off and take it with you.
I'll just hold it up.
Just like a lighter. I can see your
I got
halo.
you here, boo. Yes. Not Halo, bitch. I want that for you though. Yeah. If she does pay for it.
But I did text her and tell her that you and I wanted to go with one of our other friends. And that we wanted to make sure we all went together. So I'm not going to ditch you, Corey. It's okay.
Okay. It's crazy because I never thought you were going to ditch me. I just thought we were both going to ditch the other friend. I'm just kidding.
Okay. But like, whenever she said the thing about the 2 tickets and the way both of us looked at each other. And then when you said, we have to make sure that, I was like, yeah, we do. It would be so fucked up if we were like, good luck.
Red's friend got access tickets, got an early access code for the Beehive presale, which is tomorrow at 2 p.m. So we're like, and you know, you can buy up to 4 tickets. So, you know, we're trying to figure this shit out. But we have a group of 3 that we have to buy tickets for. So it is the right thing to do.
It's not what
I want somebody to get their access. Like, I need my mom to get her access code tomorrow. Like it says she's going to. So I'm praying for that, honestly.
I love that. I have not received any kind of email from them, but it's okay. There's so many people on it, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, we're gonna get through it. I don't even know. Okay, I'm
legally or illegally.
We going to that concert.
We going to that concert. I'll be a fly on the wall, bitch. Go gadget.
Not go gadget, bitch. What? Okay, let's talk about romantic love now. Mm-hmm. So, clinical psychologist Dr. Helen Fisher divides love into 3 parts.
Okay.
Attraction, lust, and attachment. And they all come with like different hormones that are used to like push that forward. Okay. So the first one being lust, that usually comes first. Mm-hmm. And it involves the physicality and that like initial buzzing feeling of like, it's not the butterflies of like, ooh, I like this person. It's more like
the vibrating you get when you're horny.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, this person kind of makes me nervous. I'm kind of like stimulated, and then like that vibe, like that sexy, like I'm attracted vibe. And that's obviously estrogen and testosterone. Mm-hmm. That's just the hormones responsible for desire.
Yeah.
And then you go into attraction, which is a little bit deeper than lust, and that's like the getting to know you stage.
Yeah.
Where you're learning each other, you're enjoying each other, like, you know, everything is fresh and kind of new. And that brings on the norepinephrine and the dopamine, which is responsible for the giddy, euphoric feeling of falling in love. Like, oh my gosh, this person just like gets me, you know, like that's definitely the dopamine talking. You're on drugs, bitch. Yeah, I'm talking to myself right now. I really am. Because that's literally how I was just talking to Lex.
Literally what you were saying to me. I literally just replayed that whole scene in my head.
Listen, I don't get it.
You don't get
I don't get my feelings.
Oh, okay.
It all happened really quickly because like last week I was like, I don't have to worry about that. Like this is the reason I don't have to worry about that. But like now I'm a little worried about that. I'm definitely in the attraction phase, but that doesn't make me want to date them. And I could go on a tangent about my feelings, but I'll wait till we get to the situationships portion because I do have that in my outline.
Is that what you feel like you have going on?
Because mentally? No, it's not. No, because and that's what I want to talk about. Like it's our boundaries with each other are pretty clear. Okay. So no, but I'll talk to you about it when we get there. Okay. Yeah. And then the next one is attachment. Which is once the initial feeling of excitement wear off and attraction stabilizes, we begin to form long-term attachments to those people. And that's making a conscious choice to develop the feelings of genuine love and intimacy. And that's going to be oxytocin, which is the love hormone, and vasopressin that are both responsible for attachments. And both of those are like released a lot, you know, like when women have kids or babies, they go through childbirth, and then there's a lot of oxytocin that's released so they can bond with the baby. Yeah. And, you know, sex also releases a lot of oxytocin, so you're bonding with your partner. Like the cuddling afterwards, all that stuff. I also wanted to talk about, like, feelings not being mutual. So if you are in love, you know, these are the stages you go through. You formed your long-term attachment with that person, and now you're in a solid relationship, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be monogamous for you to be in love. But whatever that looks like, y'all are in the relationship. But what if the feelings aren't mutual? Dr. Melissa Estevillo says it's normal for partners to have differing levels of intensity and certainty on their feelings for one another. So, like, you know, especially I feel like in situationships, or like when you're in the lust and the attraction phases of falling, you know, like 1 week I'm like, oh, this person's amazing, blah, blah, blah. I just want to do all these things with them. And then the next week I'm like, oh, actually, this person's kind of getting on my nerves. Like, I don't know if I would want a relationship with them, blah, blah, blah. And apparently that's good because you can take time to process your feelings. So it's like a good way to trust your gut and also learn your attachment styles because that can play a role in how you're viewing love or like receiving love or giving love. So if you're a secure attachment, you probably have, like a pretty good idea of like where you want the relationship to be. But if you're avoidant or you're insecure, or I should have written the attachment styles down. Thank you. Anxious, any of those, that might affect how you view moving forward in your relationships. So maybe we should do an episode on attachment styles.
We should add that to the list.
Are we clinical psychologists?
Oh my God. Not doctors. Okay. I'm kidding. We're not doctors.
Yeah, not a doctor. Not a doctor. You know?
Yeah.
Dope. Because if you didn't, I'd have to edit this out. No. Okay, so for like the last, that's fine. The last half of this, I wanted to talk about situationships and just being in that in between. It's really about the gray area. If it's not, like you said, if it's not a situationship, that's awesome. I hope mine is not a situationship when I talk about it. But if it is, that's okay too. Because situationships can still be rewarding, satisfying, and healthy as long as communication is strong and frequent. Honesty about changes in feelings and commitment levels, all of that needs to be had. And also you need a space for vulnerability for people to say, hey, I know like we're not like together, but like it really actually made me feel some type of way when you did this or when you treated me like this. Like having those moments can create a different level of intimacy that still allows you to be your own person and not be in a long-term serious monogamous or otherwise relationship, but still feel as if you're being respected and loved as a human being because you're still in an intimate relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But there's always a time to leave. So if you feel safe and secure, then obviously you should give things time and see where they go and maybe consider a relationship down the line if that's what you want. Mm-hmm. But if you feel lonely or ashamed or have to rearrange your boundaries in order to satisfy your partner, this can be a sign to take a step back and like reevaluate what the situation looks like for you and like how healthy it is for your individual mental health. Mm-hmm. But for me, I would definitely say I'm in the first one where I feel safe, secure, and they make me feel comfortable in being really vulnerable. And we have had like conversations about what this is because it can get like, lines get blurry when you realize you've been spending like your whole Sunday just like laid up underneath this person. Like just I'm underneath their skin
the whole week.
What? Who?
What? I just made a point. I want to say, every time me and Courtney are talking about this person, and like we're talking, and I say something that is just a fact, this is the reaction I get, and I'm like, "What did I do? You just sound so
motherfucking shady. You and motherfucking Caitlyn, bro. I can't. Like, I really
I'm
can't.
not
Everything y'all say is like, and I know you're not. I know because y'all are my best friends. So I know it's not really coming from. But it's just the way you be saying. You're like, oh yeah, really all week. Because who?
I'm reminding you. Because you're like, it's just been today, and I'm like, Corey, it's been all week. You just said so the other day. I'm not being shady. I was just stating a fact.
And you know what? It's cool because we've had a conversation, and both of us we want a long-term friend that we can be intimate with, but also be vulnerable and feel like we're receiving love. Like, I don't want to just be fucking this person and then that be it. There's other people for that, but I really like this person and I want to spend more time with them. They make me feel really nice and they make me laugh and we make each other laugh. But as long as we're both on the same page, which right now we fucking are, good, and we have a good time, I think we're good. And what stressed me out a little bit is like when I was up under them, I caught myself in my mind thinking like, should I be doing this? Is this okay? Like, this is not okay? And then like in my head, I started to think of like all the great things that were happening, and I was like connecting it to the last time I got in the beginning of a relationship, and remembering all those great things, and then realizing that those great things always fade away or they change, or like what makes them smile now is not going to be what makes them smile in 4 months. And I just like started to get anxious because I was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing any of this. Maybe what's the point? Like, what's the point? Because if we are hanging out and we're together and we like each other and it goes on for a few months, okay, eventually are we going to be in a relationship? And if that's the case, are you going to be a shitty person at the end? Because that's just what always seems to happen to me.
But just like I was saying earlier, why does it have to turn into a relationship though? Like, why can't it just be what it is for right now?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I get it, but like, I also think that like, just because you like someone and you enjoy spending time with them and you guys have a good time together, I don't think that equates to being in a good relationship. And I think like 6 months is not long enough to know if you want to be in a relationship with someone. Especially like, I'm sure you're tired of getting into serious relationships.
So tired. So I'm avoiding it with mine. I'm trying so hard to avoid it.
So at this point, if the people that you are dating or fucking like you're spending your intimate time with, if you don't feel like that, you don't have that feeling like, oh, I want to keep doing this for like a while. And I don't mean the good part of doing this. I want to like financially be in this with you and and like all of those things, like what happens if you lose your job, like I want to move in with you, like
because we're 27 things. So like things are, you have to be more serious.
Exactly. So I just am like, when it comes to like me and dating and like even where I am with Red, I'm just like, I enjoy spending time with her. We spend intimate time together, but like, I think it's also just because I've been working, so it's not like we've actually had time to, like, how you've had time to, like, be this way. It's not like I have that currently. We literally just hang out once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'll see her for a night, and then I have to wake up early the next morning and go to work.
Yeah.
And, you know,
so
and we
true.
text and stuff. So it's not like that for me currently. So I'm just like, I'm just taking it for what it is, you know. And if, like, I go over there and I get there at 7 and we have the whole night to hang out and we want to cuddle on the couch and make out and watch TV, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. But I don't think that there's anything wrong with that because there are so many of my friends that I also do those things with.
Yeah, that's true.
So to me, it's not hard for me to be like, yes, we can do these things, because it's like, to me, this is just a way I am spending quality time with you, and I'm showing you that I want to, like, be and hang out with you, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I do that stuff with my friends. That doesn't mean I want to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, it's just, I think about it like that, too.
Okay. That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I just be overthinking, bitch. You really.
But but it is also just that thing. If you have romantic feelings for this person, then it's different, because, like, I don't have, like, I have romantic gesture feelings for my friends. I want to do romantic, but when it comes to, like, hardcore dating them, that's not something I feel. I just, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It's a different kind of love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did write down some questions for other people that might be in situationships that need a little bit more clarification, and how to get that clarification from your partner. So this is great. Well, it's after Valentine's Day, but it's great if you're waking up Wednesday today and you're listening to the pod and you were expecting, like, a happy Valentine's Day text yesterday,
and you ain't get shit,
or, like, you
not
thought
a
she was
card,
going,
not a dinner, not
flowers at the door, nothing like that, then maybe it's time for you to ask some of these questions to your situationship or your sort of partner person. The first one is, what do you want from the relationship? Do you prefer to keep having fun and see where it goes, or talk about a longer term commitment? And that doesn't have to sound, like, scary. It really doesn't.
Because commitment doesn't mean monogamous. It's just like, do you want something that is stable and long term with me? Like, as in, like, a year from now, like, whatever's happening a year from now, will we still be able to have, like, this little thing that we have?
Yeah.
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 I love you, Lex.
I love you, Court.
Okay, how do you define its terms and boundaries? These might include things How do you define the terms and boundaries of your relationship? Yeah. These might include things like your need for personal space or behaviors you don't feel comfortable with, like flirting or spending one-on-one time with an ex. That's a great one, because there's certain things that I don't feel comfortable with. Like, I told him that when he was coming out, like, we were planning on going out somewhere else. But anyway, one of those nights, I was like, I don't want to see you flirt with somebody else. Like, if I'm out, like, with you, or, like, we're going to the club with your friends, or you're going to the club with my friends, and you, like, see a person at the bar, that's cool. Like, you do you, but I don't want to see it. Like, please pick another time to do that shit, because right now, I want
your 100% undivided attention. I want you to be like, who, other bitch, who?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, bitch, get off me. Like,
yes.
That's what I need.
I'm a really big girlfriend experience ass bitch. I know I said that last episode, like, but I'm like, when we go out, I'm like, I like to hold hands. I'd be like rubbing on their back a lot, and like, just like being very on them. I just like it. And I don't know. I just like doing that when I'm fucking somebody.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. Like, I don't know. I'm letting you touch my insides, and like, we're tasting each other's fluids and stuff. The least you could do is make me feel loved and cared for as like a human being, and not just like somebody you just call up.
Yeah.
Like, do shit with me. Make me feel special.
Yeah, I want to feel special. I want you to feel special. Yeah. That's what I want from this, because that's why we're here. Yeah. That's why we're trying to build this relationship, is so that we can both have something that makes us feel really fulfilled now, while we're both trying to still do our own thing. Yeah. The next one is, do you have similar relationship goals? It never hurts to share your thoughts on things like cohabitation, marriage, and children before things get more serious. And I agree with that. That's just like pillow talk, you know? Just be like, it doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't have to sound heavy. I I don't know people's like conversation styles, but I feel like I could really make those in, like sprinkle them in and make it not so serious.
Yeah.
Like that's actually.
But I think pillow talk is a good time to just be talking about stuff like that. Just because like you just had a bunch of orgasms, you're not really thinking anything of it, and you're just making conversation.
Yeah, you're really relaxed. You're in like a very guard down kind of state.
Yes, exactly.
And if you're watching TikToks, you know, eventually a TikTok is going to show up about some relationship shit, and that's a good opportunity to be like, oh, how do you think about that real quick? You just
tell me about it.
How do you feel? You think you're right? And then the last one that I wrote is, are you compatible on a basic level? While you don't need to agree on everything, it can still help to discuss key values and other things that really matter to you before working to establish a deeper commitment. Because even if you're in a situationship, if that nigga voted for Trump, I'm not about to like fuck you if you're a racist,
transphobic, bigot. Biphobic. I've been on, actually, here's the thing, and I know we talk about it all the time, but I haven't been on her, but I was just thinking the other day about when I was on her and how there are so many girls on there that are like, if you're bi or something like that, just swipe left. And I'm like, why are you guys so fucking biphobic? Like, I really want to know where that comes from, because liking both doesn't mean more likely to cheat, because y'all stud niggas and femme bitches, especially you stud niggas, be walking around just doing what the fuck ever, fucking everybody's baby mamas.
Eater. Good.
Like,
not, yeah, and it is the baby mamas,
y'all
bro.
fucking everybody's baby mamas. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, don't blame it all on the buys. I don't
yeah,
know what that
like
is.
these, just stop. People can like what they like without you like doing that shit. I don't know what my point was with that, but
we were talking about how our values. So if you found out that
transphobic and biphobic, bitch, I'm swiping left on you because you're biphobic. Because what's wrong with you?
So definitely have those conversations too, because I know you wouldn't want to fuck somebody that is Blue Lives Matter. Like, so have those conversations so you don't look like a fool and get pregnant by somebody that has a sticker on the back of their car.
See, I was saying something like that when we were talking to one of our other friends before they moved, and he was like, I don't need to know all of that if we're just fucking. And I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh.
We were all having that conversation in his room. And we were the gays, literally.
Gay men.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about anything at all.
Yeah, but then I think about Grindr, and I'm like, them niggas be like back to back to back sometimes. So, you know.
I mean, you can send pictures through that app. You can send location. Everything is needed.
Yeah.
You can find some balls in 30 seconds or less.
In 30 seconds or less.
I wish it was like that. No, do I?
Log in to Grindr now.
Do I wish it was like that for like on our side of things? No. It's a little messy.
It's a little messy.
It's a little, yeah. I'm not judging you though.
I just think that one thing that I think also is that heteronormative actions are so like deeply rooted in like, it's like everyone's mind, but even like queer women, because like everyone's afraid to make the first move, and so they're waiting for someone else to show that they have the more like
the power
mask whatever it is, like the more assertiveness to be like, hey, I want to see you, you know, or hey, let's go do this thing, which really sucks. Because like if I already swiped right and then you come along and you swipe right and it says we matched, it's on you to reach out, because I already did it first by being like, ooh, shit,
swipe,
come on now.
Yeah. And
then everybody's like, I'm so shy, you have to message first. I'm like, bitch, y'all be on my nerves.
Yeah, I actually haven't even been on that. It's exhausting. It's like a lot of conversations that go nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I've met a few people on the app, and none of them have just been. Actually, I met Gab 2 Shorty on the app, so I really like that one. Was the one that worked out eventually, but any of the other ones, it just hasn't been much of like a click.
Yeah.
Past really, honestly, even a friend or like a acquaintance, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my time texting them or like trying to hang out again if I already have I really have like enough friends like that I have to go do fun things with. Like people like Gap 2 Shorty are like bringing something different, but I don't know, it's few and far between, so I've just been kind of off the app for a while. But anyway, back to the outline. That's kind of the end of my spiel on love and relationships, mostly situationships.
Yeah.
So this is for the gals and the gays that may not know what was happening on February 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valentine's Day.
Or just this whole time, you know. Situationships are very complicated, but I think, like they were saying, like, communication definitely goes a long motherfucking way, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, definitely a long way. But I think that, like, what a lot of us are looking for is, like, or at least I know I am. And if you can agree, cool. But, like, I just want longtime companions. I want people I can always have close to me. And, like, if I need something, they're there. Like, if I want to go out, they're there. If I want to make out, they're there. You know, like, and that is why I also don't feel rushed to get into any kind of relationship, because I have so many solid, very fulfilling, like, friendships that are both, like, intimate, sexual, not sexual, like, you know, that I'm like, okay, so if I have all these things already, what are you bringing to me that I obviously need more of, or, you know, need to experience in this lifetime? Because my support system is great.
Yeah.
I'm fulfilled.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm having great orgasms. I'm healthy. Like, you know, so I'm like, what are you bringing me besides romantic love, air quotations? Because, like, romantic love isn't the end all be all. You can experience love in so many ways.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm always like, I love you guys. That's why I always tell you I love you. And I'm always like, I'll do whatever you need. I got you. Like, that's why, because I don't know. Because I know that you, like, if I needed something, you'd be like, I got you, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, I love you.
I love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Right? I'm going to take you to dinner.
Oh, okay.
It's on the agenda.
Okay. Are we going to go drunk bowling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, we should go to that one in Plano that you went to.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can wear some hoochie daddy shorts.
Yeah.
And just get whooped at, but not really. Doing shit.
Yeah, no.
This is girls' night.
Sorry. Happy Valentine's Day.
Literally, they can buy our drinks though.
But we do have some, like, goodies on the table that we wanted to show.
Yes. Shout out to my other bestie and also edible mastermind, Snow at Snow Galactic Goodies. We'll definitely, like, put them in the bio. She sent us a lot of cute little special adult cookies and things. But this one I've been very excited for, because if you like nerd ropes, yeah. It's literally like a bite-sized nerd rope. It's like 10 milligrams. And then she sent us cookies, and she also sent us a card.
Every season, she sends us, like, a little gift bag, like a little Halloween one, a little Christmas one, a little Valentine's Day
and she
one.
sent us a card that says, "Hey, lovelies, I miss y'all so much. We miss you too. I'm loving the pod. Keep it up. Here's some treats for my girlies." So, you know, this one's obviously for Snow and Kevin and Kai.
Aww.
Because, you know, we love
Kevin.
them. Yeah.
Kai.
And James, too, because he's a part of the family.
Oh,
now,
yes.
so.
Hi, James.
Yes.
Cheersies.
Cheersies.
Let's see how they are.
Yeah.
These little bites are 10 milligram medicated. Mm-hmm. Excellent.
You hear this ASMR, bitch.
Yeah, you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like when you can taste the THC in the element, but it doesn't
Tastes
overpower it. It doesn't
Yeah.
make it taste that, like, nasty stank way. Mm-hmm. This is really good.
Super good. I love the crunch. It's just really good. I can't wait to eat the rest of it. I definitely advise you guys go and follow her on Instagram. Every month she does different bundles for each month. And the bundles are basically like featured goodies that she makes, as well as different you can get like custom dosed things. You can get custom just items, but it's like if you get 60 milligrams, you get like 10 for free or
she'll have
something like that.
The menu posted.
Yeah, and if you follow me and Court on Instagram, you'll definitely see them in our story. But yeah, we love getting goodies from Snow because we be fucked up.
We be doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe I'll like do a little update and see how I felt in 45 minutes after this one.
Oh yeah.
But that is our show today.
That is
guys.
our show.
Enjoy your Wednesday. I hope you had a beautiful Valentine's Day and was full of love, friendship, familial, platonic, romantic, all the love that you deserve this month. It's also Black History Month. Shout out to the Negroes and the Negresses. Love you, ladies and gents. You have anything else to say, Lex?
No, that's it.
Oh, follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
At allyourpleasures_. You can also find our individual Instagrams, and also our TikTok is the same. allyourpleasures_. Like, subscribe, whatever you need to do to stay updated on our shit. Do that, ho. We love you, and we'll see you later. Bye. Hush, hush, baby.